Hello, YouTube. What's up? Ben Werne here from the Lords of Limited podcast, and you're watching my Day 2 Draft 2 run. So we managed to go 3-1 in Draft 1. Hopefully you've watched that video first. And we're hopping in here to another draft. So this is not the kind of pack I want to open. Best card in the pack is Sage of the Inward Eye. 2 Jeskai for the 3/4 flyer. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, creatures you control gain lifelink until end of turn. I don't love how committal that is, though. But there's too big of a gap in power level to take something like Burn Away or Mardu Warshrieker. So we're going to take Sage of the Inward Eye here and just try to not let it warp our draft too much. I do hate starting with these tri-colored cards, though. It's much smoother starting with morphs or lands or things like that. Like if there were a tri-land in the pack, would definitely take that here. Burn Away is close, but it's not quite good enough, I don't think, to start down that route. So let's get Sage in here and see where we go from here. Try not to put too much stock in the Sage, but also yet not give up on it too easily, which is a difficult dance to do. All right, here I think we have a pretty clear pick in Mardu Ward Chief. This card is excellent. We've got good lands here that don't go along with our Sage, so I don't think we'll be taking either one of those. Become Immense has been good. Horde Ambusher's pretty whatever, honestly. But Mardu Horde Chief is good, is going to incentivize us to try to be white and have a good curve, all of which are things that we would like to do, I think. So, yeah, Horde Chief, get in. Best common according to 17 lands, I hear. That's the only thing I know about the data. I learned that on the Lords of Limited podcast today, despite my best efforts to not know what the data said. But yeah, we'll take a Horde Chief and be quite happy with it, I think. I would like to draft white. I would imagine a lot of other people would like to draft white. All right, this is interesting. So there's a Kintree Invocation, which is good. Not great, not good enough to pivot off of these two things for. There's Glacial Stalker, which could keep us on the Jeskai life, and then there's 2 very good morphs. And a blue-black dual land. Not a smooth draft, unfortunately, not a smooth draft. I think I want Abzan Guide here over Ponyback Brigade, which is a little awkward because we're passing the Kintree Invocation, but Abzan Guide is quite strong. And lets us maybe steer towards Abzan, which is one of the stronger guilds. Okay, now we're seeing some stuff. Have a choice between Icefeather Aven, which is very good, or Einok Bondkin, which is going to solidify us into white with a 2-drop to turn on a Mardu Horde Chief. I think we got to take Bondkin here. Mystic, also been very impressive. But I do like the Icefeather Aven and the Mystic. But like, given the way our draft has gone, we are like almost 1,000% to play white at this point. And lands are certainly not available in this pack. Not to say that they couldn't. I mean, we had no lands in our opening pack, you know. Nice that the Mystic's still here. And that the Icefeather Aven's still here, honestly. Card's very good for how late it is, but I think we got to take the 2-drop here. Okay. Interesting now. So we've got a choice between Alabaster Kieran and a Jungle Hollow. I think we take the Jungle Hollow. Lets us potentially play the Abzan Guide. I do like Alabaster Kieran, though. And kind of whatever here, other than the Jungle Hollow still being in the pack. Good time to pick up a dual land. And I would imagine Abzan will be contested, but you never know. You never know. And just picking up duels lets us start towards a base white. Play all the morphs deck, maybe. It just opens up stuff for us. None of this is very good here, so we're going to take a Dismal Backwater. And maybe abandon Sage of the Inward Eye. We'll see. Rite of the Serpent is fine. Smite the Monstrous is fine. But none of those hold a candle to Dismal Backwater. Ugin's Nexus, mythic rare, but You have to find a way to sacrifice it. It's basically not playable in limited. So yeah, I like the Dismal Backwater here. Ooh, God, I love an Aerostorm. And a Mardu Hateblade. Mardu Hateblade is great if we end up white-black with the Abzan guide. I gotta take Mardu Hateblade here, right? I'm probably too high on Aerostorm. I think we want to lock in white. Although this is a white-black gold card, so we're kind of definitely giving up on Sage if we do this. Aerostorm's a much better card. White, red, splash, blue. Yeah, I'm actually going to take Aerostorm, I think. All right. Largely nothing here. We're going to take Snowhorn Rider. If we're Jeskai, we could splash this potentially. Don't really care about a Jeskai banner. So not an easy draft here so far. Not an easy draft. But that's to be expected in the Arena Open. Whoa. Lots of Jeskai stuff missing here. I forgot to take a snip, but I do remember there were a boatload of Jeskai playables here. I kind of want to take Barrage of Boulders as a sideboard card, although we could take Wetland Sandbar and maybe pivot towards Teamer is a thing. I think that's better than the... I tried to change my mind there to the Barrage or whatever it's called, the deal one to everything and then things can't block. Take the Embodiment of Spring here. There's nothing great for anyone. Could also be Trumpet Blast if we shifted towards Mardu. That seems pretty difficult at this point. But we've had 0 good routes through this draft so far, other than maybe holding on to white-black for dear life, but that hasn't felt like it would be good either. Scout the borders, creature or land, or Herald and Krumar go to White Castle. I'm going to take the Krumar and leave the Warrior's Dream alive. Valley Dasher I don't love, but it is playable in certain matchups. Dragon, ooh, or do we want to naturalize for the sideboard? I think I'd rather have Dragon Grip. Then a bunch of nothing. Okay, that was a difficult pack one. So, we need to decide whether we're Teamer or Jeskai. I think Abzan a little further away than those two. Teamer we have no lands for, but we are just straight blue-red. But two of our best cards are white. It's just unfortunate that the lands we have so far don't quite line up with the other things that we have. Winterflame is great. Teamer Falls will be good. I really want to be white, and we could also be white-red. I'm going to take another 2-drop here, I think, despite this maybe being a pleb pick. All right, Arc Lightning is excellent. So maybe we're base white-red. Jeskai, that makes Snowhorn Rider almost impossible, but I don't hate it. Arc Lightning, though, is incredible. Absolutely incredible. And then we also have 8 damage to the dome with the Aerostorm, which is not nothing. Bloodfell Caves, Abzan Guide, another Pine Walker. I think we're going to take Arc Lightning here. It's been a very hard draft. No really good options either way. So white has totally dried up. Teamer is looking kind of open. I kind of want to take Bloodfire Expert here and then maybe wheel this Barrage of Boulders. and just get a little deeper into red. We also could take Mystic of the Hidden Way. Actually, I'm going to take that. I think that's a better card. And we could still be with the Wetland Sandbar base blue-white. No, because we have to be base red with the Aerostorm. I guess we are kind of committed to red-white at this point. All right, I'm going to take Bloodfire Expert. I think that's right. Okay. Almost certainly taking Swiftwater Cliffs here, just so that we can cast our cards. So there's another Abzan guide, but white has just not been open. That's the problem with going after the Einok Bondkins. We also could take Kill Shot, which has been quite strong. We have Arc Lightning. Man, I don't know what to do here. All right, this is basically not happening. We are essentially almost locked into base white-red. So do we want the Swiftwater Cliffs here? I think so, right? So that we can play Jeskai things. Okay. This is good. Do we want a Horde Chief or do we want a Bondkin? I think we want a Horde Chief. So maybe I should have stuck to black-white? I don't know. This is an interesting decision point. Maybe I did get suckered in by the old Sage of the Inward Eye. I think a second Horde Chief is better than Einok Bondkin. Okay. Lots of options here. So Summit Prowler, Timely Horde Mate, Rush of Battle, Bloodfell Caves. Let's get this out of here. These are here. Sorry for all the mess. I just want to make sure I'm drafting well and not sacrificing draft equity for video quality. I think I want Timely Horde Mate. I really hate this card, though. I guess I'm going to take it. And then maybe we will Summit Prowler. Hopefully we get some more twos. Like, we are interested in more twos. Get this out of here. And I think we definitely want a Tormenting Voice. Problem is we're not quite, like, we're in red-white, but not quite aggressive enough, I don't think. Tranquil Cove is a site for Sore Eyes. Let's get that in here. And then hopefully we read it right, and then we can get some Jeskai in pack 3. All right, Whirlwind Adept or Scaldkin. I think we want Whirlwind Adept. This gives us a chance with, this is why I should have taken the deal 1 to everything card earlier. But we're going to take that nevertheless. Scaldkin, okay. We also could go back to just like full Jeskai. I don't know. Take Scaldkin here. Unlikely that we're full Jeskai, but Wetland Sandbar is potentially back on the table while we sort which are our 2 base colors. All right, we did get a Barrage of Boulders. That's incredible for us. I think that gives our deck a lot of staying power with something like Bloodfire Expert, Whirlwind Adept. I think that is quite good for us. Wow, Water Whirl Wield. Okay. Yeah. All right. I feel much better than I did like 30 seconds ago. Another Aerostorm, get in. Okay. We need some 2s. And we need some fixing. But other than that, I think we're in good shape. Some 2s and some fixing. Utter End, not for us. Would have been great if we'd stuck with Black-White Warriors. Yeah, definitely Aerostorming here, I think. Maybe wheeling a Whirlwind Adept or a Canyon Lurkers. What's our removal like? We have Aerostorm, and that's it. Monastery Swift Spear. All right, I think we just want another Horde Chief. And we just need 2s over everything now. And we're probably priced into playing this Valley Dasher, despite it being terrible. And maybe we wheel a Monastery Swift Spear. All right, almost certainly taking Windscarred Crag here. It's a late debilitating injury. I think we can't probably run Water Whirl, but that's okay. It's a nice time to pick up a Windscarred Crag. Am I playing Firehoof Cavalry? That's dipping towards the bottom of the barrel. I don't think I have that in me. We're going to take Summit Prowler here. Which also turns on our Barrage. Summit Prowler is a fine card in this format. Ooh. Would love to wheel this Russian battle, but we got to take Leaping Master here, I think. And let's officially close the door on any of this double blue stuff. And I think this is where we are at. And would love to pick up another late 2-drop or something. Pinewalker Sultai Flares flying around here. I think I'm in for another Whirlwind Adept and we try to wheel another Barrage. I don't think I want to put Firehoof Cavalry in my deck. I also have 0 Delve cards, which is not ideal, but what are you going to do? Ooh, Hordling Outburst is incredible here. Certainly better than Mardu Ward Shrieker, I think. Yeah. And we really need to wheel one of those Russia battles. All right, we got a Barrage. I think we take this Barrage over Summit Prowler. I would like a Summit Prowler, but I think we're kind of a combo deck here. Maybe that's not even true. Maybe I should just take another Summit Prowler. Yeah, let's just take another Summit Prowler and play a solid deck. Because we could cut these Whirlwind Adepts then. And there's another Barrage we could wheel. We got Canyon Lurkers, I like that, over Swift Kick. I'm not going to wheel the other Barrage. That's kind of a bummer, but these Canyon Lurkers are good. Ooh, we did wheel the Barrage. Okay, there were 2 we had chances to wheel, so I really like our spot now, I think. So we're kind of going to play out like a Mardu deck. Can't imagine wanting Shatter ever. Famous last words. And we got a Firehoof Cavalry if we want it. Okay. That was a hard draft. I think I like where we're at. We got to win 2 games of Magic with this. To get some cash. Bonkin, Horde Chiefs. We saw no whatchamacallums. It's a bit of a bummer. I think we do play Valley Dasher. Ugh, I hate that card so much. But I think we have to. We'll see. See what we look like with it on the sideboard. This is 19. We have no way to cast either of these. So yeah, Valley Dasher's in here. Dragon Grip's actually pretty good. We could just not play Sage or a Whirlwind Adept and play straight 2 colors. Add a Firehoof Cavalry. To play Sage, I have to add 1 island. That's probably worth it, right? And the question becomes, do we want to play these Whirlwind Adepts? I think so. So what if we cut Valley Dasher? These move here. We go Sage, Adept, Adept. We have Tormenting Voice to pitch things if we can't cast them. Or maybe we only play 1 Adept. What are the cuts then? We cut an Adept, and we cut a War Behemoth. Like this. Still at 14 creatures. What are our non-creature spells like? Double Arrow Storm's excellent. Arc Lightning's excellent. Yeah, and this is kind of a creature. So we're kind of at 15 creatures. Yeah. And then this would be 18 lands. We wouldn't have to be an 18 land deck. Our curve is pretty tight. Like the only question would be if we need to do it for sources. And if we wanted to add another card, what would it be? It would be Whirlwind Adept, I think. This Timely Hordemate is pretty atrocious. It's like a 4-mana 3/2. Valley Dasher, do we play you? I don't think so. Valley Dasher's so bad. And like maybe if we think we're outmatched and we really need to pressure our opponent. I kind of like the combo aspect with the double barrage. What about running another Whirlwind Adept and cutting Timely Hordemate? I don't think this card is very good for us. Although maybe it is. Maybe this gets better if we run Valley Dasher. We could do Hordemate Valley Dasher. Like this with 17 lands. What does our mana look like with 17 lands? I guess let's start there. So we got Tranquil Cove, Swiftwater Cliffs. Suggest. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 red. We have a lot of double red cards. This is 4 blue for 2 cards and 7 white. Of 13, this is 18, this is 10-7, 10-7-4. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cards that combo with Barrage of Boulders. I kind of want to play this other Whirlwind Adept. Because we need ways to close out the game against decks that have stabilized against us. Because we're like in an awkward mid-rangey spot, which is a really bad place to be in the format. I think we cut Timely Hordemate. And then maybe go down a plains, up an island? Or maybe we go down a red, up an island? Can we play Magic without red cards? Yeah. Really nice to cast Summit Prowlers on curve, though. This or straight red white? I think we're committed to the Whirlwind Adept life with the barrages. We just prefer to be blue-red instead of red-white, so maybe we mess that up there. Could we still do that? No, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We bring in Waterwhirl, Scaldkin, Wetland Sandbar. And we'd have to play like War Behemoth or something. No. I don't think we do that. So many red cards. I think we cut a plains, go up an island. Oh man, that's really rough. No, we shouldn't do that. We do need double mountain though. I don't know what to do. Our man is so bad. Maybe I'm too tunnel visioned on the barrage plan. So we could cut both Adepts and Sage for Timely Horde Mate, War Behemoth, and Valley Dasher. Do we think that's likely to result in a better outcome? Certainly results in better mana. Oh. Only 4 blue lands for 3 blue cards is so sketchy. We could cut one of the Whirlwind Adepts for Timely Horde Mate or War Behemoth. I just wish we had one more 4-powered thing. Maybe we cut a Whirlwind Adept for a Valley Dasher. Makes our Horde Chiefs better. Gets in some early damage. If it gets eaten later, we don't particularly care. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 lands. We're so likely to flood, though. Ugh. We're so close to a good deck. So close. I know I'm like stuck here, but this is a really important decision to get right, I think, for the complexion of our deck. We just need to be very clear about the mana lining up with the game plan. And I'm pretty convinced we want to be on the barrage finishing off the game plan. And if that's true, maybe Valley Dasher is good enough. We just hope to not draw it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Plus maybe 7, 8 with the Einok Bondkins. Maybe we don't need the Sage. Honestly, maybe both Whirlwind Adepts are better than the Sage. Is that crazy? I don't know that that's crazy, actually. And that sort of is the best of both worlds. We get to run 10 sources, and then we have the 4 blue sources for the 2. Because this isn't that important for us, I don't think. Kind of like that. It feels wrong, but like intuitively, it makes a lot of sense to me. So I think we're going to be real sad if we have a Sage and then Barrage is going to win us the game. And I think Barrage is how we're going to win most of our games. So this is 10, 7, 4 for the 2 Whirlwind Adepts. I like it. Okay. All right, we're here for round 1 against Wolf Tap Boy, and we are going to be on the play. This hand's incredible. Keep. It's not incredible. We need a second red and some low drops, but I'm never mulling this hand. Get that tapped red source down. All right, second red is great. Can we get a morph or something to play on turn 3 now? Windscarred Crag and a Forest, eh? Into Air of the Wilds. That's a strong one. Valley Dasher, let's go. Making an appearance. I mean, we didn't come here to not cast Valley Dasher. Trade with Air of the Wilds. Do it! Let's go! Best Valley Dasher NA. Morph, sure. Summit Prowler. If they play another morph, we're fine to 2 for 1 them with Summit Prowler, right? I think that is correct. Kind of wish that were Sage of the Inward Eye right now, but hindsight's 20/20, as they say. Attack me? No. Okay, we do have the Wombo combo lined up. So if we do that, we push 9 damage here. They're down to 9. I think we just bide our time and play a Horde Chief here. Pass. We just need them to basically not have lifelink, is what we need them to not have, or a feed the clans or something. It's all fine. All fine. Any creatures? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we 5, 9, 11. Yeah, we just needed a little more damage. Let's ship it. So interesting that they made the right play by trading with Valley Dasher. Like, we'd have won if they hadn't played around Valley Dasher here. They've got the long game locked up for sure. They're going to start attacking with Glacial Stalker probably. Come on, deck. Aww. We're so close. I can taste it. All right, so 5, 9, 11. Yeah, it still doesn't add up to enough. Okay, now we probably need a 4-powered creature. Running out of time because they're going to start flipping some morphs. We're also dead to any removal spell from them. Loxodon? Oh, wow. They didn't flip any of them face up. What do they have? That's terrifying. No blocks. Gee whiz. So we take 11? Okay. Flood! In a deck with no flood protection. Alright. I think I have to Arrow Storm their face here and hope to draw another Arrow Storm? That's the only way we can win now? Oh, I forgot this pumps. No, I was already factoring that in. 5, 9, 10. Yeah, we're 3 short. Okay, I was counting right earlier. Would imagine they are slamming with everything here, but maybe they haven't figured out that barrage is the only way they lose yet. All right, so do we have enough if we hit another Arrow Storm? No. We're 1 off? That's annoying. So if we draw any creature in those 4 draw steps there, we would have won. Assuming they don't have any interaction, but it seems like they don't. You're so late, friend. So late. Yeah, we just concede here. We don't want to show them the barrage plan. Okay, so we are going to look at what we need to play around, though. So Glacial Stalker. They have so many morphs, it's almost not worth knowing, but we might as well write it down. Ifrit. Weapon Master. Snowhorn. Rider. And we concede. And then go take a look at what their other 2 morphs are. A Mistfire Weaver and a Kintree Warden. I do like the plan in theory. This is what I meant, like where we need a plan for how we're going to finish games. Because like if we end up like, stalling out against a deck like that, we just lose 10 out of 10 times. I don't think Horde Mate is good enough. So I don't think we really have a sideboard. I think we are set up the way we should be set up. Firehoof Cavalry is just too bad, I think. Some ride downs sure would have been nice. All right, backs up against the wall here. Let's, I think, run it back. I don't think we're supposed to trade for that sage. All right, I would like to play first again. I would like to keep some weird timing interactions here with Bloodfire Expert and Dragon Grip, but what are you gonna do? We're off and running. I like that quite a bit. Trail of Mystery. Interesting. Okay. I guess we do this. They almost certainly play a morph here, unless they have a tap land and stumble, which would be great for us. The issue is we really need to keep this Bloodfire Expert alive, but they don't necessarily know that. Their deck looks quite strong. That is not what you want to see if you are us. +2/+0 and first strike. We saw next to no removal from them. See if you want to take 6 or not. Please take 6. Let's go. Blue Source is by far our best draw into Ferocious Boulder. Okay. Whoa. What's happening here? Wow. Okay. Give me a barrage of boulders, baby. That's unfortunate. Do I hit him with the oops? Come on, don't block. Wow, we got him in range. Okay. No gain lands, please. No. Out of range. Untap land, please. Not bad, not bad. It's fine. And I think we play Hordling Outburst here, and we're just on the draw a land waiting room game. Or maybe we play Mardu Horde Chief now while it has raid, because then if we draw a tap land, we can still play Hordling Outburst. Yeah. I think I like this better. And hopefully we can get 1 point of damage in if they play gain land, gain land. These Whirlwind Adepts looking great. Kappa. Carefully tapping for a morph, perhaps? Do they have cancel? That would be so brutal if they have cancel in their 5-color morph deck with a red card. They also could have Disdainful Stroke. That would not be crazy for them to have. Lands! Give me lands. Deck, please! Ah! What's happening here? Okay. What was that all about? They must have a counterspell then? Like, they must actually just have a counterspell. Pretty bad for us if that's the case. Mm-hmm. Beats, I guess. Slot into screw. I think the deck's theory was sound in theory. Like, we just got some unlucky draws there. All right. 0-1 and out. That's a bummer. Ah, well. Always fun competing in these. Hopefully, Ethan, no spoilers, doing very well in his second draft so far. So hopefully he goes the distance and takes it home for the Lords of Limited community. Thank you all for watching again. My name is Ben, one of the co-hosts of the Lords of Limited podcast, and hope you enjoyed our Day 2 Draft 2 run.